Hey, if you're a grandparent or someone who wants to read to children over WePair, this instruction video will show you how to register. First, you want to go to the webpage wepair.family. And once you're there, click Register Now. This brings you to a system requirement page that tells you everything that you need to have, the browsers they support, and it indicates that it goes better on a larger monitor as opposed to a cell phone. You can still use a cell phone, but a larger monitor is better because you're going to be reading the book. Hit Next. You can register with Facebook, Google, or WePair. For this video, we're going to go ahead and register through WePair. This is the account page here. So we go ahead and add an account holder full name. I'm going to just go ahead and make up a name for purposes of this demonstration. And you put in your email address. If you have a promo code, you put that here. This will take you back to the previous page so you can log in with Google or Facebook. Otherwise, just hit Next here. For this, you're going to be the reader for the account. And yes, we want to add listeners at this time. You put in the guardian name of the child that you want to read to. And their email. I'm just going to put in the same email I used before for purposes of this demonstration. If you are doing this for yourself, of course you're going to put in the email of the parent or guardian of the child. Okay, hit Next. You go ahead, this takes you to the terms of service. It will also give you the information that you previously set forth. So make sure that's correct. Make sure you agree to the terms and conditions of use privacy policy. It's pretty standard language, and it indicates it doesn't share any information with third-party contractors. And then click Finish. This takes you to the point that says your registration is finished. Now you have to go to your email that you got from the email address that you sent and verify the email. So we'll go ahead and go to the email now. So here's the email that you get. It says, hello, wishing well. You've registered to be an account holder and a reader. And it asks you to verify and set up the account. Sometimes the email will go to spam or bulk, so go ahead and make sure that if you haven't received it, that it didn't go to spam or bulk by mistake, bulk mail. That would be also for the listeners. They have an email that was sent to them, and you're going to want to ask them to make sure that it also didn't go to spam or bulk if they don't see it. So go ahead and verify and set up the account by clicking on that. And that brings you to this page where you're going to put in your username and password to access your dashboard. In this case, I put in a username, wishing well. It can only be one word, and it can't have any special characters. It nicely tells you that the name is available. Put in a password. For purposes of this demonstration, I put in a very simple password, but of course you're going to want to have a complex password with special characters, letters, and numbers as well. I would go ahead and write that password down for until you're sure that your system has Save the password if that's what you choose to do. And then you go ahead and click that you've read and agreed to the terms of use and privacy policy again. And then you hit submit. Here you can go ahead and save the password if you desire to do that. And everything's been set up. So if you want to log in at this point, you can go ahead and do that. Log in, and I'm going to put in the username that I had and the password. Log in. Again, you can have the browser save the username and password. I'm not going to do that for this. This takes you to an account and reader dashboard. You can join your reading room here. We'll do that in just a moment. Here you'll see the readers, the listeners. You can see that they're awaiting email activation, so they can't join you at this point in time. They have to go ahead and activate their email to be able to log into their own dashboard and log into the reading chat app. Here's a list of the library books. You can read or look at details on them. We'll take a look at this when we get into the reading room. So, oh, and one more thing. If you have a bug that you see and you'd like to go ahead and provide feedback, go ahead and click on this. The WePair people are more than happy to receive these feedback reports because it helps them make a better service for you. So join the reading room. And this takes you into the video chat part of the application itself. You'll notice that here is a small video of me. You'll see your own video there. And then once your listener goes ahead and activates it and joins the room, they will be in this larger box here with yours superimposed on it. Excuse me. Since no one is going to be joining us in this room, since this is just for demonstration purposes, you won't see anything here. So if you want to go to the book library, here's a list of the books again. You can click on details so that you can see if a book is something that you'd be interested in. It gives you the title page, author, and then it gives you a paragraph that talks about what the book is about. It tells you what the reading level is and how many pages. You can go ahead and click on this book, or if you don't like that book, you can click close, and you can go ahead and do a search on another book. I'm going to do a search on a crocodile, but I'm only going to put in the 4 letters croc, so it will pick up any word that has the word croc or part of, as croc as being part of the word or the full word in the title or the text. So in this case, here's a blue crocodile. I can go ahead and click on read, and the book will pop up in my reading library. I can scroll forward by pushing this button here, and when a listener is in there, they can also push the button and they'll turn the page, and both parties will see the turned page. So you can scroll backwards by clicking on the backwards button, and it will take you back. If you click on this button here, it will give you a full screen, but that will take away the video that you see here. You can also do the same thing by hitting Control plus on a PC. I believe it's Command plus on a Mac, but I'm not positive. And you see how you have a full screen, but you can no longer see the video part. You can hit Control minus or Escape if you had the full toggle, the full screen toggle on, and that will take you back to where you were before. Once you've finished reading the book, you can either log out, leave the room, or you can go ahead and simply choose a different book. My grandson likes trucks, so we will go ahead and read a truck, plane, and train book. And once we finish reading that, if we're ready to log out, we can leave the room and log out. So that's a very quick introduction to how to register for WePair as a reader. This would be good for a grandparent, for example, who would like to read to their grandchildren. And this shows you how to go ahead and register so that both of you can start reading. During this pandemic, WePair is totally free. They're also in a beta testing period, so that's why they really need feedback if there are any issues with that. So please let them know, and I hope that you enjoy WePair as much as we do. My grandson loves reading with me, so even though we can't be together, we can still interact and bond together through reading. The beautiful thing about this, which makes it better than trying to share books on Skype or on FaceTime, is that this has a built-in library with over 1,000 books, and so there's no trying to put a book in front of the camera to be able to see the page, see the illustrations. The illustrations are never dark or blurry. You don't have to go through all that maneuvering. So it makes it really nice because then the child can see the same image that you're looking at when you're reading the book. So good luck and be safe.